Penis Monologues, the Rare Letters Collection. Rare Letter Number 10 by Ty Crichton. Dear Big Chair, may I call you Bigly? Thank you. Bigly, we need to get reacquainted. We've met before, you and I. We spent long hours together once already. You held me up while poison dripped into me with a purpose. You watched me try to act tougher than I felt. You watched me learn things I did not want to learn. And now I'm coming back. Only this time, I'm bringing somebody new with me. My port. That still sounds a little strange to say. My port. Like I've become part man, part harbour. A small engineered doorway under my skin, built for difficult cargo. So before we begin again, I think introductions are in order. Chair, meet port. Port, meet chair. I hope the two of you become old professionals together. I learned something the first time around. Actually, I learned a lot. But one lesson was practical enough to save my shoulder and my dignity. I do not need a chemo bag that weighs 30 pounds. I packed as if I were crossing a mountain range and not sitting for hours in one square of vinyl and steel under hospital light. I know better now. So this time I will travel lighter, just a backpack. Inside it, some candy, a phone charger, my Banksy-themed thermos, and a sketch pad with pens. That's enough. A few comforts, a few tools, a few reminders that even in the middle of cancer, I am still myself. Still a man who likes to draw. Still a man who likes a good thermos. Still a man who knows that sometimes the smallest things carry the most weight. I also know something else now. I like the window seats. Not because they are better in any grand sense, not because they change the medicine, but because they let me keep one eye on the outside world. A little patch of sky, a tree moving, cars coming and going, people living ordinary lives while the extraordinary things happen inside that room. I find comfort in that. Maybe more than comfort. Perspective. So if you have any influence in these matters, Chair, put in a good word for me now and then. I'd be grateful for one of those few window seats from time to time. And there is another thing I need to tell you, because it is something I always think when I sit down. I think about the people who sat in you before me, not vaguely, not as an idea. I really think about them. Who sat right here last week? Who stared at the floor from this exact angle? Who got good news in this chair? Who got bad news? Who came in joking too much because they were scared? Who fell asleep under a blanket? Who brought a husband, a wife, a mother, a brother, a girlfriend, a backpack, a prayer, a sandwich, a charger, a lucky coin? Who sat through hour 7, hour 8, hour 9? Who left stronger? Who left shattered? Who left still hoping? I think about them all, and when I take my place, I wish them well. I wish peace toward the ones who needed peace. I wish healing toward the ones still fighting. I wish rest toward the ones who are worn all the way down. I wish life toward the ones still reaching for more of it. And I find myself hoping something that may sound a little strange until you've been where we've been. I hope my spirit touches theirs. I hope whatever I bring into that chair, fear, grit, humor, fatigue, stubbornness, grace, whatever scraps of bravery I can gather that day, leaves something behind for the next person. I hope the people before me left something too. Not germs, not bad luck. Something better. some trace of human endurance, some invisible kindness in the fabric of the room. Because those chairs are not empty when they are empty. They are full of memory. They are full of all the people who sat there and stayed. All the people who wanted to run and didn't. All the people who let the nurses tape down the line, start the drip, watch the numbers, ask the questions, intervene when something changed. All the people who found out that courage is usually not loud. It is usually a person staying seated while something hard enters the body for the sake of staying alive. That is holy ground in its own fluorescent way. And I know this too. I'm not the first man to come back changed. Not the first to return with more knowledge than he ever wanted. Not the first to arrive with his body altered, his trust dented, his spirit trying to stay ahead of his fear. I will come in with my backpack, with my candy, with my charger, with my Banksy thermos, with my sketch pad and pens, with my new port, with my private thoughts, with my hope for a window seat, with my memory of what happened the first time, with my awareness that the room is full of stories, even when everybody is being quiet. And I will sit down. That is no small thing. So here is what I want to say before we begin again. Be kind to my port. Hold me steady. Let the hours pass without too much drama. Let the nurses do their work. Let me look out the window now and then. Let me remember that I am part of a line of people who have sat where I am sitting and wanted very badly to keep going. And when I stand up to leave, I hope I leave something decent behind. A little grit, a little light, a little peace, a little of my spirit touching the spirit of whoever comes next. Dear Biggs, I'm coming back. This time I know more. This time I'm packing lighter. This time I have a port to introduce. This time I will still be me. And when I sit with you, I will think of the others. I will wish them well. I will ask, silently, that we all carry each other a little. Cheers. Here's to soft landings. Ty.